Hello everyone and welcome. This is Nanotech Noob, and today I'm bringing you a short little video on a wolf-based skeleton XP farm. The idea came from a video that Ilmango released a few days ago on basically the same sort of concept, where you've got a wolf and he does the killing for you for some skeletons. Uh, the thing that he was trying to overcome was the changes where the wolf needs line of sight to the skeleton in order to attack it, but with that change it makes it so that the skeleton can now shoot the wolf and potentially kill it. So in his video he used minecarts to give the wolf line of sight but to block arrows. But one thing that stood out to me in that video was the fact that uh, he kind of threw out armor stands. At least I feel a little too early, because when he spawned them in, they spawned in the center of the block, and as he demonstrated in it, the armor stand would be in between the wolf and the skeleton, but the wolf's hitbox is slightly bigger, as sort of seen here. So when the armor stand is in the center of the wolf, it is just slightly smaller. It's probably better from this angle where you can see that the wolf sticks out just a little bit more, so there was the likely chance that the skeleton could shoot the wolf. So I actually had the idea of, what if you shot the armor stand up against a wall so that it's right, or so that it sticks out more than the wolf's hitbox. Now the wolf's hitbox on the sides will still stick out a little more, but the skeleton will be focusing on the red section and the closest part of the red section to the wolf, so let me go ahead and demonstrate how this works. So I'll just drop a few skeletons. As you can see, the skeleton has time to shoot, and when he does, it'll break the armor stand. The armor stand will be sent up a bubble stream, and a slime block will then push it across, thus aligning it against the wall so that the wolf will never get hit. You do still run into the problem of, if a skeleton's got thorns armor, the wolf will take damage, but as he demonstrated in his video, you could just set up a really long timer to occasionally splash the wolf with a healing potion, and the wolf should never die. In fact, I had a skeleton spawner hooked up to this with a bunch of healing potions hooked up to a dispenser, with the day-night cycle going, and it was running for a solid 15 hours and the wolf was perfectly fine. So as long as you've got a decent supply of healing potions or regeneration potions, the wolf should be able to last as long as you need it to. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you guys how to build it. So first thing you want to figure out is where you're going to have these skeletons drop down to, and ideally you want them to drop down so that they're at 1 heart, so that the wolf doesn't have to repeatedly attack the skeletons. But so you'll find the area that you want, then dig down a few blocks and place your dispenser with the soul sand or diagonally in front of it so you can get the bubble stream, and then build 4 blocks up from there with a slab on top of it, and then just go ahead and build up the walls. And then in line with the slab you'll want your immovable blocks, and then same on either side here. Actually, don't need this one. Then come out a couple blocks and place a sticky piston facing in with a slime block. Then up on top of the obsidian here you'll want your tripwire hooks with your string here, redstone, another block. This block does have to be solid so that it powers the sticky piston, and redstone right here, and you'll know it's working when that's what happens when you walk into the string. And then from here you'll want to just off disable that. You want to fill up this with water all the way up to where the slab is, and then replace your string here. Right, then from here you'll want to have a hopper running into the dispenser down here, and this does have to be a dispenser so that it actually places the armor stands, otherwise it would just throw the item out itself. And another hopper right facing down into it, and then here you have your hopper line running off into a storage system, or just like in my demonstration over here, just got the storage, or a couple chests right next to that. So then you'll have 3 hoppers coming out like so, with slabs on top of it, and you won't want to place this one quite yet because you'll need to get the wolf inside of a minecart on that one. So then if you come down here, you'll place a repeater right there with a redstone dust in front of it, or behind it. And then this is where you will build up the item filter, or the item filter detector. So a comparator right here with 2 redstone dust, a repeater, and a redstone torch. So I think this one you'll actually want to have facing off to the side, not down into it. Then from here you'll want to grab yourself 4 armor stands, and then 4 of any filler block like that. And with these filler blocks you might want to have them renamed so nothing can get picked up from it. Right, then the next thing you'll want to do is get yourself a wolf and tame him, which I have forgotten to do. Go ahead and do that. Get yourself a tamed wolf, and then go ahead and put a slab and another block and just push it into him, and now he will be ready to go for when you get the rest of it built up. So then go ahead and just build your blocks off like so, and this is where you will need a few trapdoors. This is just to get it so that the alignment is correct. Then basically just build up for as high as you have your drop, and you'll want the trapdoors. You don't need them going every block, you could have every other block, but as long as there isn't a 2-block gap, because if there was, then a skeleton could potentially get stuck on top of it and not fall the rest of the way down. But basically just continue like that for the entire length of your drop chute. And that's it for that side. And you come around this side, just place a few blocks across like that, and then blocks across like that. That is to stop the armor stand from shooting up and getting, or in the slime block, missing it. So then once you're done with that, you'll go ahead, grab yourself just a stack of armor stands. You shouldn't really need too many. I think you could get away with just putting 3 inside of it. But as you can see, the system will go ahead and place all of the armor stands and get them lined up. And that is actually it. So basically from this hopper back here, you just have it run into a storage system. You could have a few item filters to filter out the bones and the arrows, and then you could do whatever you want with the bows and armor. Last but not least, you just want to have the AFK area somewhere about here. But yeah. So again, the concept was designed by Ilmango, and if you want, the world download will be in the description if you want to check out this for yourself. But anyways, I've been Nanotech Noob, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.